Days, man. I don't have no family, nothing. Anyway, I just did something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo. Um, Felt like a dream. Like I never thought I would be that guy.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy G11 back at it again with another episode of Homie Talk where we have real discussion about real things happening right now. Today's topic is a bit of a sad story, but it must be discussed because there's a lesson to be learned that we all can apply to our own lives. Also, before I dig into this story, I want to give my condolences to those affected by this situation, friends and family, and most especially the children involved in the situation. You guys know how I feel about when there's kids involved, so it's just kind of a tragedy all around. Subject of our discussion today is a Mr. Raji Black of Baltimore, Maryland. He recently did a Facebook Live detailing the killing of his ex-girlfriend, explaining why he did it, and then further stating that he was going to do his ex-wife and then himself because he couldn't go to jail. Now, before we go into the video, I briefly want to cover an article from the Washington Post that gives us a little background on it. We'll get into the video and then I'll give my feedback on the situation. So let's get right to it. Between killings, murder suspect allegedly gave video updates on social media. He killed his ex-girlfriend in Baltimore, according to police officials, and published reports and then recorded a social media video. Quote, "Anyway, I just did something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo." Raji Sharif Black, 44, reportedly said into his phone Saturday afternoon. "Felt like a dream. I never thought I would be that guy." According to the Baltimore Sun and copies of the video circulating online Sunday, it was clear that Black made the video after he had driven 20 miles from his ex-girlfriend's home to the apartment building of his ex-wife, Wendy Black, in Columbia. He was walking around outside the apartment building. The Black's two young children, police said, were sitting in his parked gray BMW. "I can't go to prison, so the person that really started my depression and all of this is my ex-wife," he said. "So she next, and then I'm going." So right away, this gives me hints that this guy really was suffering from some type of mental health issues and maybe have been through some stuff. But it seems like he's putting some of the work that he could have done on himself on the ex-wife and the ex-girlfriend here. We haven't really even dug into it yet, but I'm getting a sense that that's what's happening here. Kind of a victim mentality type. Moments later, police say he shot and killed Wendy Black, 42, before killing himself, according to Howard County police officials. Various people who saw the video reposted it. Investigators have a copy of the same video that is being circulated on social media, and it is being reviewed as part of the ongoing investigation, said Howard County police spokesman Sherry Llewellyn. For police in Baltimore, the case began at 1:37 p.m. on Saturday when they responded to an alarm on Marshall Street. At a home, they found a rear door kicked in and a 41-year-old woman inside, unresponsive, with gunshot wounds. She was pronounced dead at the scene. "This is a horrible, tragic scene," Baltimore Police Commissioner Michael Harrison said in a briefing to reporters outside the home on Saturday. Baltimore police said they will release the victim's name on Monday. Police say Black then drove to his ex-wife's apartment building and the 7300 block of Columbia's Edenbrook Drive, where he made the video. At 2:07 p.m., Howard County police were called about shots fired in the area. Officers arrived 7 minutes later and found Wendy Black and Raji Black dead in the apartment. By that time, Raji's posts were circulating on social media. Detectives in Baltimore became aware of them, but it was apparently too late. Howard County police were notified by Baltimore police that there was a post on social media that indicated the suspect's intention to come to Howard County. According to copies of the video still on social media and the Sun's report, Raji Black kept talking until his ex-wife came to the door of her apartment building. "Oh, here's my ex-wife right here," he says, turning to the camera toward the door. The image becomes blurry as the video ends. And that's about the short of it, guys. The investigation of it is still ongoing, but we get a clue as to his motives from the video, which I'm going to play right now. So I must warn you guys before I get into it, the video is a little bit disturbing. So if you don't really care for stuff like that, please skip ahead, or you can, turn the video. But we're gonna get into it. Let's roll the film.
For everybody out there that supported me and really knows what's going on, thank you all. I've been going through a custody battle. I've been going through having my ex-wife say I molested my children and all kinds of craziness. Been fighting for custody for 3 years. So, shit has been real crazy. What's up, Oliver? You know about this. Going through it with my ex-wife, blah, blah, blah. So, and started dating somebody new, and she got pregnant. And, we got in a fight. And first thing she does is threatening that she's going to do the same thing. You're never going to see your kids, blah, blah, blah. It's the holidays, man. I don't have no family, nothing. Anyway, I just did something crazy, man. I just shot my ex-girlfriend in the head, yo. Felt like a dream. Like, I never thought I would be that guy. I can't go to prison, so the person that really started my depression and all of this is my ex-wife. So she next, and then I'm going to do myself too. But
come on,
I just wanted to say this to people. Don't play with people's emotions, man. Don't lie on these men. Oh, here's my ex-wife right here.
So I feel like some of my early assumptions about this story were right. I feel like this particular brother got stuck in the victim mentality. I have no doubt that some serious stuff happened in his life to really just get him in a dark place, but you can't stay there. You cannot stay in that dark place and then you seek out a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That's not the way forward. I know for certain a lot of brothers out there have been in the same exact position and had the same exact thoughts where they just wanted to end it all. In fact, I will argue probably every man hits that point at some point in his life that he's just in that dark place and he doesn't know a way forward. But I'm here to tell you this. Men before us have gone through the same thing and they've come out on the other side. You can't go down there and get stuck and actually choose the permanent solution, guys. I also want to say there's an element of a lack of accountability here for this gentleman. Now, he mentioned that, he had an ex-wife. He had been in a custody battle with her for 3 years. Something that isn't mentioned there, I believe both of them were anesthesists. So they, both of them were in the healthcare. They're both medical professionals. But you have that. And then you mentioned that, that ended bad. You had, child custody battle for 3 years, but then you go and deal with another young lady. You deal with another woman, get her pregnant. Something doesn't go right there. You guys are fighting and she's threatening to do the same thing. So that makes me think that there's an issue with the homie, right? You've been with two different people and they're both doing the same thing. Maybe you got to self-evaluate. Same way we have, a lot of these channels that are talking about how our women need to self-evaluate and reflect. Gentlemen, we've got to do the same thing. We have got to evaluate and reflect and self-reflect on ourselves and figure out what we are doing wrong and get better and level the fuck up. We can't keep doing this stuff. And unfortunately, in this case, this gentleman decided to take the coward's way out, take them out, say he couldn't go to prison, and kills himself. What sense does that make? And he blamed the ex-wife as the main source of all his depression. That's not fair. People only do what you allow them to do. People only have the power that you allow them to have over you. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, do not get stuck in the victim mentality. You will hit a dark place at one point in your life. But you got to see yourself through that shit. Surround yourself with help. Surround yourself with a good circle of brothers who can uplift you and get you through it. I've been in some dark places in my life. I had some dark moments. Some really, really dark moments and low moments where let's just say if I didn't have a good circle around me and people in my life to push me forward, I wouldn't be here today. Right? And the real sad part about this whole thing is that there were children involved. So now you have 2 kids. They don't got the mom. They don't got the dad. They're probably going to end up in the system. I don't know if, if the grandparents were, that's a whole mess in and of itself. Anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents on this topic. Let me know if you think I'm correct. What's your opinion on the topic? Have you guys ever been in a low spot in your life? And how did you come back from it? I want to know, really. Let me know down in the comments below. Till next time, y'all. Peace.